Here we are with a new episode of Pints and Pages. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And today I'm sure that we're going to start the conversation with Daredevil episodes 5 and 6. Because before we turned on the camera, we were discussing it, and Levi said we probably should turn the camera on.
I said we were having a lot of podcast conversation and not with a podcast camera.
Yeah, but I already said it, so I'm done.
Yeah, Brad has zero input this podcast.
Yeah.
So, I will start. I thought both episodes were good. I did enjoy the bank heist. I enjoyed the keeping it real with Muse, the people hanging from the ceiling, like I guess the goriness of what he does without going overboard, because it is Disney. So,
I would have liked Disney to go full with it because in the comics, the reason he kept the bodies hanging in his lair is because they were all still alive. He was actively bleeding them.
I knew they'd tone that down a little bit. What I didn't like that they toned down was, and it could change, Brad did say that, you never know. I didn't like that he wasn't super,
he had no powers. His whole thing is taking people's senses away from them.
Yeah, I didn't like that he didn't seem to have powers. I guess he could.
I wonder if...
And he just didn't get to showcase them, but, it didn't seem like he had any
I wonder
powers.
if they've taken the spin on it. He's known for taking away people's senses. Motherfucker stole some eyes, and he paralyzes them with, drugs to get them so they can... I mean, that's essentially taking their senses away.
Yeah. I like how in the comics, though, he takes he desensitizes the area around him so Daredevil can't find him.
Right.
So, I guess maybe, like you said, maybe there's a spin on it. I hope there's something magical sounds stupid, but I hope that there's something almost mutant-like about him that would make him a little more formidable than just a crazy man that uses blood for art. Because to me that's just I don't know.
I was gonna say we got
random.
Kamala Khan's dad, and we got White Tiger, who both use amulets or different pieces of clothing to give them powers. They could do the same thing with Muse.
They could. Maybe the blood gives him some sort of power. And he hadn't drained the blood from that lady yet. Or the girl.
Fucking diamond.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the diamond signifies.
There's a little fucking symbol in it. There's something in that.
Yeah, the diamond has something to do with something. Or Kingpin wouldn't have sent him to go get it.
If it's the Soul Stone, I find it funny that a blind guy could stumble upon it, but old fucking Clint had to yeet his lady off the fucking cliff.
Yeah.
Kingpin didn't send them after it. All Kingpin said was, you have to pay them $1.8 million. He didn't say, go take a diamond, go sell a diamond. He didn't say, go rob a bank. He just said, you owe them 1.8 restitutions.
So
they went after that on their own. Because that was Luca's guy. Or they were using it to pay Luca. Because this was another one of the families.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It was Luca. It was that whole...
How about that? I was gonna, kind of shit if he would have gotten away dressed as a cop, the whole fucking Ben Affleck in the town. I was just about to be shitty. And then it was oh, here he is. He's going to beat the fuck out of him.
That fucking leg break made me cringe.
Yeah, the leg break was something else.
Dude, that was awesome.
I didn't think about why he was taking off that dude's mask down in the vault either. He just straight up stole the red one.
Yeah.
And, how did he know it was red?
Yeah.
Does red smell different?
It feels different.
Yeah.
Sounds different.
Yeah.
At some point, did they tell him, did they call each other by their color names and he just distinct their voices?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Or what if he was, in a deleted scene, he's like, hey, what color is this one?
He walks up to like Kamala's dad. What color is this, man?
I like how
Red.
like
Jackpot.
in
I laughed because he walked out there in front of all the cops, in front of everybody, rounds a corner, and just puts a red mask on. And I'm like, you don't think anyone saw you round that fucking corner?
And then beat up a cop.
Yeah.
We know he's not a real cop. But, well, at the same time, New York's probably like, fuck, I hate that guy. They're like, fuck goddamn time they get that crooked-ass cop. And see, that was something else I was thinking. Because he put the cop outfit on, I kind of want to go back to the court scene where all the cops are sitting there in the courtroom with White Tiger. Because what if he's one of the cops just sitting in there with the rest of them? And I can't remember.
no, yeah.
Like
It would be
background.
interesting if he was
Yeah.
actually
Like
a
he's
cop.
one of the Punisher dick suckers.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And like maybe it was actually Kingpin who told him to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Could be. Definitely could be. The do you think he's gonna tell the girlfriend that he's Daredevil? Because she like wants to meet the Daredevil and
No, I
wants
think
to
she's
meet
gonna
Frank
die.
Castle. You think she's gonna die?
Yeah.
Probably
I
she's
think
gonna do
she's
something
right.
stupid to try to get to Frank or get to.
No, she's gonna do something stupid and overstep in the fucking counseling between the Kingpin and his wife.
I didn't even think about that.
She's gonna say something wrong, and Kingpin's like, "Okay, it's time to put her in the basement now." Oh, you like Matt Murdock? Oh, goddamn jackpot! Log her in the fucking basement. Like she's just gonna get dead.
I still think, yeah, they. I don't know. It definitely. My only criticism of the thing was I thought Muse.
He's not in this.
What?
Yeah, the thing.
Oh,
The
the
thing's
thing.
not in
Yeah,
this.
the thing's not in this. Was Muse, which I guess couldn't technically be the whole truth, I guess. So maybe we just didn't see him in full capacity. I'm hoping.
That better be the case, because otherwise they took Daredevil's most formidable opponent and neutered the fuck out of him.
Yeah, which is kind of what they do.
It is what they do.
But he's also current. Here's the part that throws me though. Is Muse is also currently the enemy of Kingpin as well. He's a mutual enemy. So Matt and Kingpin are gonna have to fucking work together.
I think that is what it's gonna come down to. Although I would have thought that more before Kingpin put together this task force of dirty cops. I would have thought that more before then.
Like they would have teamed up.
Yeah, I would have thought that they would have teamed up, but now that he's like, because he didn't say I needed you to go after Muse, I want you to go after the vigilantes, which means Punisher, Daredevil, White Tiger.
But he said that
Of course,
before
White Tiger's already dead, but
all of Muse's shit was brought up to him.
yeah, it could
He
be.
did put he put that team together
Yeah.
before Muse was like, oh my god, I know this guy and he's painting this shit all over and he's painting pictures of him. So now he's probably gonna be like, alright guys, you gotta switch focus. And then they're gonna get mixed in with the vigilantes in the process because the vigilantes are gonna go try to track down Muse. And it's gonna be like let's get him first and then we'll kill each other.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if, like, the next episode has something to do with Daredevil going and trying to recruit Frank, like Punisher, for his cause. Like, hey, I
think there may be some communication with him, but I could see it more as like him just dropping off a list of names to Punisher and be like, hey, you helped me out the other day. I wanted to bring you this. It just gives him here's a list of guys that, you'd probably like to kill. And
I wonder if, Daredevil will give Punisher, like, a list of the... I wonder...
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fanboys.
Yeah.
And then Punisher's like... So then we got two separate things, like Daredevil's in with Muse and then Punisher's with the fanboys. Like, that'll be interesting. I would love it if at the end of all of this, the end of both seasons, like the final fight is Kingpin against Daredevil and Punisher. That'll be fucking great.
I find the only
Seems a little one-sided.
I was gonna say,
Frank's gonna be like,
yeah.
this guy, you're not gonna pay attention to me.
I was gonna say, all Frank has to do is pull a fucking gun.
Well, I take that back. It won't be just Kingpin because Bullseye's in prison. At some
What
point,
if they gotta get Bullseye out to take out Muse?
Bullseye's going to be brought in at some point.
Yeah.
I guess that could maybe even things up. But Bullseye's coming back at some point.
So Disney themselves have given a couple teasers and one of them specifically was just posting an image from one of the comic runs. But the comic run they specifically chose is where Foggy fakes his death.
Foggy fakes his death.
Do we think Foggy faked his death?
No.
I don't. But I've been seeing it online a bunch.
But it's online a bunch because they did confirm that both Karen Page and Foggy Nelson are coming back in season 2.
I think Karen's gonna actually
the flashbacks count as coming back.
I think it's going to be more of a flashback situation, or
I think Foggy's gonna kind of become a ghost if you want to be in that kind of realm.
When you think he's going to be a Force Ghost?
Yeah, kind of like a Force Ghost.
Force Ghost?
Yeah, but just someone that that's going to be Daredevil's other shoulder because we've been around. His what?
It's his Obi.
Yeah, it's his Obi.
It's his Obi, not his Yoda.
So when does season 2 come out?
I don't fucking know. We haven't even made it through season 1, my man.
Well, I asked this because they could also be variants.
Oh my god, this again.
You know what I mean?
You're right. No,
They could technically be variants if they're coming in after
Just imagine
Doomsday.
Just imagine the Fantastic Four getting dumped off. Oh, this ain't the right place. They're New York. The Fantastic Four is going to get dropped off in New York in the wrong timeline kind of shit. Because isn't that where they tend to hang out?
New York, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their place is New York.
Yeah.
Because that's why Spidey's so involved with the Fantastic Four. Or I shouldn't say so involved, but in their comics he jumps in a shit ton.
Spidey is Brooklyn.
Yes.
Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen.
And
the Fantastic Four Manhattan.
And Queens is Cap.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And Bucky.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not all 5 boroughs, right? Oh, Long Island doesn't get one.
Long Island's got one.
Is that where Luke Cage and...
Is Miles Morales from Long Island? I think Miles Morales is from Long Island, because isn't that where the Prowler hangs out?
From Long Island. Superheroes from Long Island.
No, Bronx. He's from the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
Which...
Brooklyn, Bronx.
Yeah.
Queens, Hell's Kitchen, Manhattan, Long Island. There's 7, right? 7 boroughs?
I thought there was 5.
There's 5. It's the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
Then one of those isn't a borough. Long Island's not a borough, is it?
I don't know.
Island's on Long Island.
Oh, maybe it is Long Island.
I don't know. I don't know shit about New York. Never been there. Just
They
upstate. I can drive
don't give
to
an
Niagara.
actual spot for it, but it could have... Moon Knight can be in one of the boroughs also. Because it's Midnight Missions in New York.
That motherfucker counts for 3 boroughs, I think.
Yeah, each person.
Yeah.
Each identity's from a different borough.
Where's the museum? Where does he drive his cab route?
Yeah.
I think specifically Jake hangs out in Brooklyn, I believe. Driving a cab in Brooklyn. I know Stephen Grant's just in the fucking...
He's in a museum, right?
Well, if you're going MCU, that's all in London. It's not even in New York.
Oh, okay.
If we're going comics, he would just be a fucking billionaire in an office building somewhere.
Okay, probably Manhattan. Probably.
Yeah.
Who's Bastion?
Bastion is part of the
Isn't he?
X-Men.
Okay, Bastion is in 3 episodes of Born Again.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I believe he's part of the Children of the Fall. No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
How do you spell that?
BAS.
Oh, there it is.
Tion.
Whoa. He's a villain. Sentinel born human.
So I was correct with he's in the X-Men. His first appearance was in X-Men number 52, and then Uncanny X-Men number 333.
He's supposed to be in Daredevil Born Again?
3 episodes. 2025. Hunter Duhan is playing him.
That's fucking weird.
I'm trying to remember if he's been in an episode yet.
If I click his thing,
He was season
it takes me to Muse.
episode 2, episode 4, episode 6.
Those have all already been out. I was gonna say everything for Bastion. Oh, I think the kid's name is Bastion. Muse. Because we've seen what Muse everyone's theorizing that's what Muse actually, whose Muse is that kid from the beginning of the show.
And remind me of what that kid's scene was like.
I don't remember that kid either.
He was a spaz, wasn't he?
He wasn't necessarily a spaz, I don't think. Dude, he was so unmemorable. But I just remember seeing him and then watching New Rockstars and then seeing other people online being like, that's most likely our Muse.
Oh.
But I was going to say, if you type in Bastion Daredevil Born Again, that's the only thing that pops up is Muse. Which is weird.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all. He was so unmemorable.
I remember him briefly. But if, in fact, he were Muse, those are the other episodes he would have been in without his mask on, is 4 and 6. Episode 2 would have been him like that.
Yeah, episode 2 would have been him like that. And then, unless 4 and 6, they're just referencing at the end of 4 when we see Muse for the split second that we see him. And then 6 with just seeing Muse, with him being in there.
That's interesting. Because I don't remember him at all. At all.
Which I think was the point.
I mean, totally could have been.
I like searching the cast list for random little things and seeing if I found something that we didn't
So
know.
here's something interesting. Speaking of cast list, and they and it's still MCU, but it pivots from Daredevil, kind of, sort of. Well, no, it does. I was going to say, because they didn't mention anybody. So the whole casting for Doomsday.
Oh, yeah.
And
The 5.5 hour.
The 5.5 hour live stream where they put the director chairs out. Did you see that?
I didn't see the 5.5 hour live stream.
It was a 5.5 hour live stream.
Every
15 minutes they put a new chair out with a name on the back of it. And that was their announcement for the Doomsday cast.
Which irritated the ever-living fuck out of me.
Have you seen it at all?
I've seen a chunk of it.
Where,
I've seen
like,
Robert Downey Jr.'s chunk.
He
Well,
was
like
the last one.
Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and
I've seen
James
a bunch of
Margold.
I've seen a quicker go.
Oh, okay.
through it.
So there is a big fan thing online that is claiming that, or I don't want to say claiming. I guess it's more of their rumor. Their thought is they claim to have broke the MCU thing and figured this all out. They think that the Fantastic Four come back. The Fantastic Four cause some sort of disturbance when they do their time travel thing because of Galactus and Doom. and that the main story of Doomsday is going to be the Avengers versus the X-Men. So the X-Men are going to team with the Brotherhood of Mutants. So it's going to be all the old original X-Men from the 90s, the 2000s, early 2000s movies, and all the Avengers that we've ever seen.
I can't wait to see a motherfucker get stabbed by 6 claws.
and the underlining plot is going to be Doom and his band of merry men, whoever that may be, trying to manipulate their way into the TVA to get to God of Life Loki.
I bet you we get fucking Jamie Foxx as Shocker fucking coming out. Do you think
who's giving who the Shocker?
Yeah, or what's it?
Electro?
Electro, sorry. Shocker's the other fucking comic book.
Shocker's the Spider-Man. So he's
another guy.
It's Shocker and Electro both kind of do the same thing. But
Shocker was my favorite because he looked weird. Like he was that yellow. Like
he was that yellow with the bolts coming out of his head.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, Electro. I bet you we get him on Doom's side.
You think?
Yeah, because once they split all them guys up, I think he was ready to stay bad for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting to read because they said what'll happen is that the Days of Future Past storyline will have happened, but since that universe was different than the original X-Men universe, it'll have happened, but in a different way. So all these characters will be from the original trilogy, having lived through what we saw the other ones live through, but in a different timeline and in a different ending.
Okay.
But they do totally expect these band of merry people all over online. I've seen it on Reddit. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on Facebook. Think that that's what we're getting is X-Men and Brotherhood of Mutants. So basically mutants versus the Avengers. And they claim that like Doom's band of guys is going to be all evil versions of the Avengers.
Yeah, because that's
like Captain Hydra, and Red Widow instead of Black Widow. So it's going to be like Scarlett Johansson.
Well, it would be Red Widow against White Widow at this point because then she technically in the terms of White Widow status in her
right
she donned a white suit.
So it'll be interesting if that's what it actually is.
Yeah.
I don't know that I buy that totally because I think that that's like a...
I just picture fucking goddamn Owen Wilson be like, oh, come on, and puts his hands on his shoulder, flips his jacket back as all these assholes are coming into stuff. We just fixed it, guys.
Like, to me, I think that's a little big for them to try to pull off. But, I mean, I guess you could. But I don't know. The one disappointing thing I thought on the casting reveal was I was really rooting for Oscar Isaac.
Dude, I'm so upset there's no Moon Knight.
I was really hoping that Moon Knight's name would pop up.
Well,
I mean, he can still show up.
Do you think they're keeping his name secret because Apocalypse might pop up instead? Because that would be a really good fucking dude to get the X-Men pissed off.
Yeah.
They're on Days of Future Past happened. One group thinks it did, one group thinks it didn't, and sure enough, here's a fucking Apocalypse. Like, Let's do this do-si-do the right way.
Right. Right. I don't know. It's interesting to me that that's what they think is going to happen. Because like I said, I think it's too big for one movie. And I don't know that fight.
Well,
I don't know if that fight can translate into Secret Wars.
Well, if some of this would happen, it would definitely bleed into the other movies before we even got close to seeing that resolution.
Right, and I don't know that they've done enough X-Men stuff.
Well, and Doomsday would also imply that Doomsday was successful in the sense that there will be rebuilding afterwards, like a Netherbrick situation. So I think at the end of Doomsday, we will be left with fucking pure destruction of like everything with bad guys on top.
And it could be where it could be with like mass destruction, where this is a way for them to bring in the because I mean the whole point, if they are in fact doing the Secret Wars storyline from 2015 where he creates Battle World and brings in different universes together to fight, then this is a perfect time to take all of the original trilogy X-Men guys and just have them get obliterated.
Yeah, but original...
And then bring in new ones for Battle World from different universes.
Original... We're still not getting all of them. We're getting variants from each... It's not like a full set from one era of the X-Men movies. Because Channing Tatum...
Yes.
So yes, I think you're going to have these ones. They'll recognize some of these ones, and they'll be like, "Man, you look old as fuck." Some of the other ones.
Yeah,
and it's going to be.
Channing Tatum is the only one that like.
He about to make a name for himself, right?
Yeah, like his movies were in between the two trilogies.
Yeah, and
like they were supposed to be. Yeah, they were supposed to be made when Wolverine's standalone trilogy was made.
Yeah.
But they never made them. So, technically, I guess he could be part of the trilogy people that just was never shown.
For fans, I don't think they could do
but
that. I don't think they could say that.
What I would love is if most of these fucking names that we were given they're not even in the roles that we know them. I want them all to be, like fucking Chris Evans was the Human Torch in Deadpool Wolverine.
Patrick Stewart Wolverine.
I want them.
I'm Logan.
I want them to just throw curveball after curveball. I want everyone walking in there thinking they know what's going to happen, like with this fucking mass thing on the internet with everyone thinking it's going to be Avengers versus X-Men. I want people to have an idea and it to just be curveball after fucking curveball.
Could you imagine if he's just like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are like old versions of Cyclops and Wolverine or something, or like
we're still getting dangerously close to motherfucking old man Wolverine and old man Thor sitting at the end of time.
We
I'm fucking telling you,
dangerously
I'm
close.
gonna ride this theory till the end.
We're
end the way I've been talking about.
Dangerously close to that
for over a year now. I've been mentioning my weird ass theory. They just released new Infinity Watch stuff too.
Yes, yeah, they did.
We're gonna get new superheroes we don't even fucking know. I bet in Doomsday they're gonna be like, "Here's this guy," and we're like, "Who?"
I know a lot of people were complaining that, like, with them saying the Thunderbolts all cast were revealed. Oh, that means they're all going to live. Like, I kind of thought they were all going to live anyway, but they could be variants. I mean, the whole variant thing, or Skrull, like, I mean, it's out there, so you can't forget. Like, I mean, maybe Patrick Stewart shows up, and next thing you know, his face is peeling off. Like, I mean, it could be.
When you say face is peeling off, are you implying Red Skull situation?
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Like,
they're all
Patrick
Red Skull.
Stewart, Red Skull would go hard as fuck.
Oh yeah,
He's
that
never
would be
been mean.
that would be cool.
I still want him to be in the chair.
The only time I can think of Patrick Stewart being mean was when he was turned into a Borg. Like, that's the only fucking time I think he's ever played a fucking...
I don't ever remember him being a bad guy.
No, it's just when he was a Borg for a little while, and it wasn't even his fault.
Right.
I don't know what a Borg is.
Star Trek, homie. Learn yourself.
I was gonna say I can definitely tell we're of a different generation.
Because
I hear
the
Borg,
next generation.
I hear Borg and I think of all the dumb college kids that are. It stands for Black Outrage Gallon because they'll take a gallon of milk, fucking pour out the milk, and then fill it with like a fifth of vodka and like whatever juice or whatever the fuck.
They thought they were onto something, but they didn't understand what getting crunk meant back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, just used a different jug.
The whole idea of it was because the colleges have just been getting more and more unsafe with people getting date raped. It's a fucking gallon jug. You can keep a lid, and it's your personal container of alcohol.
Yeah.
It's not like pouring out of bottles. It's not a community punch bowl. This is mine. I get to get as fucked up as I want. I get to put what I want, and I know it's safe and it's mine.
And you've got to strategically do it so it tastes good lukewarm.
Yeah, that too.
No, well.
So you ain't keeping a gallon cold.
fuck no, you aren't.
Not when you can't let it out of your sight. It defeats the whole purpose if you just stash it in the fridge for a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I heard Borg, and that's all I can
Borg is Star Trek. They are doing a Star Wars convention in New Jersey.
ForceCon?
In September. Yeah, it's called ForceCon. It's got...
you can have fun with that.
I'm not going, but...
Fuck, man. Stop by the Smod Castle, man. You'll see fucking Kevin Smith.
Man.
He's got a whole theater. Just see if there's anything in the same weekend.
Smod Castle. The weekend that we see System of a Down Event Sevenfold, he is doing at the Smod Castle Theater, which is the movie theater he owns or whatever. He is doing a viewing of the Gwar documentary with Gwar. And Kevin Smith and Gwar are going to be doing a Q&A after the viewing of the documentary.
That'll be fucking cool.
And it's that weekend. I was like, that would be worth a trip to New Jersey. It's like the end of August. It's like August 30th. I was like, if there was a way I could get from New Jersey to Chicago. But there's no way I could pull that off, so...
Yeah.
But that would be very cool to see Kevin Smith and Gwar. I don't know if it's a new documentary or if it's the old one. The old Gwar documentary was very well done.
Like how
I think it was on like Screenbox or something.
How much of your on-stage fluids are made with actual jizz? Is any of it really blood?
I don't know that any of it is. Like, I don't think any of it is. But...
they use too much of it.
It's funny that, like, the guys that were in Gwar, like, a couple of them are so normal, and now they're in normal bands. The lead singer of Rise Against was in Gwar.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
He was a guitar player for Gwar. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Dude, there's a lot. And
are you talking about the 2021 documentary?
They rotate pretty... Like, they rotate secretly almost sometimes.
Oh, yeah, no, they do it a lot. They don't stick around a very long time. Like, they're on, like, their 9th beefcake.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
it's crazy.
I don't know. My favorite member is still Todd, because Todd's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah. Todd's the only one I've met. So,
Todd's in with the homies. And
Todd's the only one I've met, so...
No, he was so excited that fucking last show they played, and he seen the Mobile Death Camp patch on my back. And like he was just so hyped and excited that I picked one. It looked like it was written in Arabic, and he's like, "Yeah, these didn't sell worth a shit because at the time it was like not the right climate for something like that." I was like, "Fuck it, I bought one anyway."
Yeah. Matt Reich. I hope I'm saying that right. Reich.
Close enough. We know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Sure.
He posted this morning. he went to see the Jasons in Fort Wayne at Pierre's last night.
Dude.
They opened up for somebody, another band that had friends of his. But yeah, so it's the guy that played the very first Jason, the kid that comes up in the first movie that comes out with the deformed face or whatever. So yeah, it's that kid grown up. Obviously he was not deformed, it was makeup, but that kid is part of a band that he calls the Jasons, and they all wear hockey masks and they all sing. And
but he was an actual Jason.
Yeah, he was an actual Jason, yeah. And like they've got songs that are like, "You're an asshole," and it's just like "fuck you" over and over and over again. It's
punk.
Wouldn't be anything that we could bring to family friendly bonus fight.
Yes, we could.
But
We've toted that line a few times, and it's like, be careful.
You could probably pull it off it. Well, actually, I don't even know it. At this point, I don't know that there's a bar in town that you could pull that off at, that somebody wouldn't be offended. You couldn't do it at, right now, you couldn't do it at Shooters or the neighborhood. And I'm betting even the old redneck crowd at the Dutch Mill would get irritated.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's just us.
That's
It's just
fine.
us.
That's
It's
fine.
just a group of 50 of people like us just sitting around watching a band scream obscenities. Speaking of a band screaming, the Deftones show on Friday was amazing. I don't want to offend Mars Volta because I'm sure they're listening, but they were awful.
I heard someone slept through it.
Yeah, they were awful. Not what I expected them to be after what I had heard everybody talk about. Would have been great in a small venue. Like Mars Volta, I mean, because I had like a dude playing a guitar, or it was a guitar player, a bass player, a drummer, a dude and a chick both singing, and then a keyboard player maybe, like some dude playing like a ukulele or a banjo or I don't know, something. But it was like there was a bunch of members on
mandolin.
Yeah, maybe a mandolin. It was a bunch of people on stage, very trippy, like just kind of chill music, which when you're playing it for 15,000 people, well, probably not 15.
Music that's not made to be at a high volume.
In an arena.
Yeah, that's not ever.
Yeah, no. It was not.
They need their shit turned down in a low, dim lit club.
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
just like
they were definitely
dinner.
They were definitely a club band, that like you could enjoy somewhere small, not somewhere like this. Now Deftones come out, and if they weren't as good as they were, I would have swore that it was a recording. Like they were spot on. There wasn't any sound issues. I mean, obviously it could have sounded better, but that wasn't them. It was because Gainbridge, because that's not made for concerts. It's made for basketball.
Well,
so
I don't know if I've seen a show in Gainbridge.
The acoustics are as good as they're gonna get it, but it's still not like dialed in like an audio guy can do at a small place, like even like Pierre's or
fucking Lucas Oil goes hard if you get the right sound people in there.
Lucas
sounds great.
The WWE stuff sounded great. The
Yeah.
music sounded very good in Lucas. For whatever reason, Gainbridge, every show that I've seen there, like obviously, like the vocals always seem muddled.
I wonder if it's got to do with the big glass fucking side.
Maybe.
Like the way it goes down in there and bounces around.
Yeah,
fucking,
maybe. I don't know, but
I'm no sound magician, but
yeah, I don't know. But
Glass and sound.
I'm no Egyptian.
But Deftones sounded great. I mean, they powered through 20 so songs probably. They Chino sounded perfect. The band sounded great. Like it was hard going at it. Second song of the night was My Own Summer, Shove It, which after they finished that song, like, I could have left. Like, not that I didn't enjoy the rest of the show, but I was just like, I was like, I just relived 1997. So, all right, cool, I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, it was one of those things. But, I mean, obviously we stayed, and the rest of the show was great. So, yeah, it was a good time. Had fun. So,
I went to a bachelor party yesterday.
yeah, how was that?
No, what a bunch of Magic guys do. Sit around and play Magic.
Did you, so you went to Top Golf?
Yeah. Top Golf is fun.
You went to Top Golf and played Magic?
We went to Top Golf for 2 hours, then went to back to the Kingdom and played till about 3:30, 4 in the morning. No, I got home at about 3:30, so about 3 in the morning.
At Kingdom?
At the Kingdom.
He'll stay that long?
Our buddy Gavin works there and is like best friends with Jason. So Jason stayed with us and played with us. He was just like,
shit.
He forced everybody out at 9 o'clock, was like, all right, now that everyone's gone, go get the booze, go bring your food in. I'll lock the doors and shut the lights off, and we'll hide out in this little room so no one sees us in here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And then we decided to play Shotlands. So, like Shocklands, or any other land that's enters tapped.
You take a shot to come in untapped?
Yep, take a shot that comes in untapped.
You boys, watch out. I'm going to keep on all of my cards.
Oh, dude, Jason was taking shot after fucking shot.
Wow.
That man can handle liquor. And it is also...
What did Seth do?
I took his shots.
I was going to say, because I knew Seth didn't drink.
Yeah, since Seth didn't drink, Gavin's like, who wants to be Seth's shot buddy? And I was like, Seth's my DD.
I can see Seth, like, purposely picking a deck where he's got to, like, bring out lands, like, all the lands in his deck are...
If he would have played his, the one he put all of his expedition lands in, I would have been fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd been searching for every shot and fucking tap landing good. But we played one game of Commander, because there was 9 of us, and that took fucking hours. And then we played a game called Secret Hitler, and I was so fucked up by that point, I don't know if I was irritating Jason, but I know I was fucking him up, because he is great at social deduction games. Basically, the whole point of the game is there are fascists and there are liberals. And we're back in 1930s Germany and Hitler's trying to become chancellor. So, fascists are trying to get Hitler elected. Liberals are just trying to enact liberal policies and keep the fascists out of the government. And I was a fascist. Jason was a liberal. I don't even know who everyone else was or who fucking Hitler was. But Jason, every time he'd start accusing me of something or doing this or, oh, all the fascists would vote this way. You know, if someone does this, they're a fascist, blah, blah. I just start fucking it with him and doing the opposite because I did not know what was going on the entire time. I was drunk. I never
So
played.
you were a liberal.
I was a fascist, but I was a liberal in that aspect. I was drunk, did not understand the rules, never played the game before, and was just, I'd hear someone say something, I'm like, I'm voting no. Don't know if that's the right move for me or my team, but I'm voting no this time. I'm voting yes this time.
It might have actually been a good strategy because nobody would know what fucking team you're on. You probably misheard the instructions and were in fact Hitler.
I probably was. But all I know is Jason would be like, yep, Levi's a fucking fascist, and then we'd all reveal our votes because there's a yes card and a no card. And you keep them face down, and then everyone reveals their vote at once. He's like, Levi's a fucking fascist. He's been voting shit this way and that way. And then we'd flip, and he'd just look at it and go, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck happened? You shouldn't have voted that way. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You tell me. What am I now? And he's just like, what the fuck are we doing? But yeah, 9 people getting drunk as fuck and then trying to do social negotiations with each other.
That's funny.
Is always a fun time.
So, I heard you telling Kyla about there's a Captain America version at Topgolf.
Yeah, so Topgolf,
Oh,
we
yeah.
even played Angry Birds. There's all sorts of different games. I don't know if you've ever been to Topgolf.
I've seen the advertisements here lately on.
But I mean, you can do just the normal drive it for range and try to hit it in their fucking different colored holes to score points. But then the Captain America one is basically the same thing, but there's on the screen they'll show you where the Captain America shields are on the field, and if you land in those, you get more points.
Oh,
It's just
nice.
that simple.
Nice.
The Angry Birds one was fun because you're trying to break shit basically.
Huh. Like,
But the only part that sucked is that it sets the structure, because obviously it's not really there. Virtually, if it physically was there, it'd be 5 feet in front of you. So if you put any fucking air on that ball, it just launches over the fucking structure. So half the time I'm launching birds way out in the center field, not touching anything.
nice.
But yeah, Topgolf fun, expensive as fuck.
Was it? I figured.
For me and Seth got a soda and nachos, mac and cheese bites, as little fucking appetizers, small, and I had 2 beers. Cost me over $120.
Jeez. Did that count the golf?
No,
Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Gavin paid for everybody's golf. Oh yeah, Gavin paid over $400 for everyone to go. Yeah, it was fucking retarded. I did not know the price until they brought us all over. And that's the other part, is they were going to just lump sum it all together. They brought out the initial check for $700, $800 and handed it to Gavin because he said he was paying, and he opened that up and went, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" Because she figured since we were all ordering individually, they come wait on you, we'd all get our own separate checks. Nope, they just lumped it all in together. And he's like, "Holy motherfucker."
Right about shit my pants.
And I always try to be nice to wait service. I never mean to them, but I'm gonna bitch this one time. John went through and divided all of the checks up. Okay, Levi got this, Seth got that, blah, blah. She still royally fucked that up. She couldn't even split fucking items up right. That pissed me off. So, if you're gonna charge me fucking an arm and a leg for 2 beers and some appetizers, at least get my shit right.
Yeah.
Right.
At least fucking spit on it.
Yeah, at least spit on it.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're gonna fucking rape me from the back. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
But yeah, other than that, it was a great time.
Good. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So.
Is there anything else? I'm definitely... Daredevil has gotten me in the mood that I need Daredevil added to Rivals, but specifically, you shouldn't be able to see if you play him. Your vision should just all be black.
I tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go one step further and blindfold myself.
You're just going blindfold yourself.
But I'm gonna do it as if Daredevil were playing Marvel Rivals.
I love it. I love it, Brad. I can't wait to
Nice.
see this one.
Nice.
I'm just gonna you're just gonna hear me be like, fuck, and you're like, what? I'm like, I can't find my keyboard.
Brad's going to be running into a wall. Brad, turn right. Brad, turn right. He's boom, right off the edge of the map.
Just play Jeff.
Jeff would be the easiest one probably to play.
Yeah, hold down left click and just start fucking...
No, just swim
Just-
underground,
yeah,
right?
swim
Walk
underground,
around. I'd
yeah.
just be your point guy. Am I close to it yet? Yeah. Yeah, you're there.
Oh, I do want Daredevil. The new season for
2 weeks.
is 2 weeks, right? Okay.
Battle Pass ends in 2 weeks.
Okay. I've got everything on the Battle Pass, but the very last
Gallery card.
gallery card. I think I might have gotten the gallery card, but I think I'm still short of gallery card. So
I don't know. All I know is I've gotten 300 units from having it completed and spending the 1,000.
Oh, yeah. I've done that a few times, too.
yeah, I did get all the game pieces done on the game.
I didn't. I kind of derped out on that one.
So
That's still going.
it's still going. Yeah.
Because there's another thing that's about to get revealed in a couple days.
Yeah, I
I got-
haven't played in so long.
That's the gallery card that I got, was the one on the game. Because I got Black Widow's thing, and then I got the last spot, so I got the gallery card. And then, yeah, in 2 days, there's a new thing that pops up on it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is,
But yeah. And then, other than that, I have been playing here and there. So.
I've just been playing Assassin's Creed mainly.
No, when I play Rivals. I haven't played my wrestling game in like a week. But, I mean.
I haven't done shit.
Yeah. I spent most of the week catching up on TV for whatever reason. I was like weeks behind on shit. So.
Yeah, I watched so much TV over the last week.
Yeah, I feel like I watched a lot of TV this week. So, I gotta get back into gaming a little bit. I gotta try to pop on to stream a little bit or do something. So, yeah, where are we at?
Probably like 50 minutes. Yeah, right at 50 minutes.
Anything else? You guys want to discuss your SpongeBob thing?
Oh, yeah. SpongeBob Secret Lair
Wait
coming
till
in.
next week once we actually get the fuckers in.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about the cards once. Yeah. Hopefully you get yours before next week.
All right. Well, that gives me something
Yeah,
to bitch
hopefully-
about if I don't. See, I'm
We
in a
can look
chill
at
mo-
Levi.
I'm in a
We can
chill
look at
mode,
Levi's
man.
and
I'm in a chill
bitch.
mode right now. But
Yeah.
next week I ain't got them. Time to bitch.
That's the only thing that irritates me is they take forever to get here and they're only down in fucking Tennessee.
Well, it's like once you see shipping notice, it's like 2 days later if you ain't got a Sunday wedged in. And like, I just haven't got shipping notice at all. Actually, let's check.
yeah,
Live check of the shipping notice.
I had something ship out of New York the other day, and it got all the way to Indianapolis, and then the next day I checked it because I thought it'd be in Logansport or Kokomo, and it was in Columbus, Ohio, and then it came back to Indianapolis, and then it got to Kokomo. So,
That's like Brad's TCG order right now.
Fucking went back and forth to Maryland 8 fucking times. 2 different towns with a population of 20,000.
yeah.
Like, it ain't even like a big fucking clusterfuck of things I could sort their mail myself. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be like if it got lost here at our post office.
Right.
Did you try looking around?
Did you use your fucking eyes?
Is Matt Murdock back there sorting mail?
No, he'd at least be able to throw them in the right boxes.
Let's see it, Brad.
Yep, in preparation still.
Did you enjoy
Brad.
Did you enjoy that Yusef tried to show Matt Murdock the Funko of Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
Here, you blind fuck, look at this.
That was hilarious.
I can't see it, the whole eye thing.
Dude, if I was him, I'd be like, it's okay, I can smell it from here. And then you know damn well he's gonna be like, just to fuck with people.
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what other kind of funny cameos we get like that. With you, like Yusuf was.
Yeah. I'm itching for Thunderbolts for sure. Like I'm ready for Thunderbolts.
You still a whole other month.
I just want to hear David Harbour yell the whole movie, because that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just me yelling dumb shit the whole movie.
Just
and I'm like,
dumb shit in a
Red Guardian?
Russian accent. Yeah.
I fucking love him.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, still got a month. Technically 2. Almost pretty much 2. It's the end of May, isn't it? Or is it the beginning of May?
Middle. I literally just saw things.
is that Bucky? I want to see the culmination of that fucking...
Yeah, that whole scene where it's like, is that Bucky?
May 2nd.
Oh,
It's right
okay,
at the
so I do have a month. It is at the beginning. Alright, well, that's cool. That's cool. You guys excited for the new Minecraft movie? that
Oh,
comes
I
out?
thought you were going to say Superman, but...
It's
No.
Superman? You excited for Superman? I'm really excited for Superman.
Minecraft movie? No.
Yeah, I could care less about the Minecraft.
I'm probably going
movie.
to watch it so I can talk accurate shit. That's it.
I won't.
It'll be a while until I get it free.
Yeah,
At home.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
just become a pirate. You can get it free.
I don't want to sail the 7 seas.
Yeah.
matey.
I'm excited about the Superman movie for sure. So.
Jojo,
All right.
JoJo's excited to see us.
JoJo's excited for us to open the door. Okay, well, I think we talked about Daredevil and MCU and...
Did we?
Your weekend. We did, didn't we? We did.
You said you think, so
Yeah.
I make sure.
Yeah, we talked about it all. So, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications and do all that stuff so that we can get our numbers up, so we can do fun stuff and keep going. So,
Yell in the comments.
Yeah.
Tell me how stupid I am.
yeah, we love for you to tell Levi how
It's
stupid
like,
he is.
new comment. You're stupid.
So, but yeah, so this has been this week's Pints and Pages. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
Levi.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, I need this.
No, he needs that.